You better say your prayers, you flea-bitten varmint. I'm gonna blow you to smithereens.
You do that and I'll kill you.
Okay, metalheads, welcome to another show of Bullshit with Bob, right here on Brutiful Metal Radio. Today, via Skype, I have in the studio with me Ben, Pierre, Matthew, Morgan, and Guillaume of Dead Cowboys Sluts, hailing from Paris, France. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, I even pronounced Guillaume's name right, didn't I?
Guillaume, yeah, it's good.
It's close, right?
It was close, yeah. No, that's cool. Guillaume, that's right.
So how's everything in Paris today?
It's pretty, like I said, it was pretty cold, but we're drinking to warm us up.
Yeah, the drinking always helps, right?
Yeah, always.
Well, yeah, it's been kind of damp and dreary here for the last few days. The sun's finally starting to peek out, but you know, we're in the south of the U.S. and it's always hot as hell here. It just
yeah, you're lucky.
yeah, I hope we get a winter this year. I really do.
Yes, some snow, no?
No, we get snow maybe once every 10 years.
Oh.
It's very rare. We're about an hour north of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, so yeah.
So it's really, we're really
Makes
close. But well, let me ask you, how long has Dead Cowboys Sluts been around?
The band was formed like maybe 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's just like a bunch of friends. We wanted to get together and play metal, so we formed that band, and we started to compose, to get together in the studios, the rehearsal studios, and we had like other bands before, so we knew each other for a long time.
Oh, right on.
And we went to the recording studio like maybe 1.5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we made that album that you heard, and so now we're doing like gigs and all the good thing now.
Now, just to let my listeners know, we did listen to two of the tracks.
Yes.
We listened to BTK.
Yeah, the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And Asylum Breakout. And that's off your album, The Hand of Death.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the two first songs of the album, and we really wanted to right away to start with the theme of the album. It's like really dark, really tense and brutal. So I hope that's what you heard and what you felt when you listened to it.
It is some very brutal music. I love it.
Thank you.
I mean, I could really see, jumping in a pit and getting broken bones during your guys' show.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's a good point, because when we got together and composed the album, or even before, when we thought about the line to follow for the album, we or even the style of our music, we thought we really want a music that even on the album, the CD, the kind of music that you would love to listen live and not too far away from it. Like, we want, when you listen to the CD before going to the show, when you go to the show, you get the same music, but you have the friends to have a pit with.
Right, and the energy.
Yeah, the energy of that. But yeah, that's why we really want to have this really, I don't know if you say raw music and frontal, really not too much arrangements or anything. We really want something straight in your face, and yeah, that was a goal.
One thing I noticed when I listened to the album is that a lot of times bands don't transfer their energy very well onto CD.
Hmm.
So I mean, you'll get a good sounding CD, but it's like lacking energy. You guys actually were able to put that on CD because it sounds like you guys are just throwing out a lot of
Yeah.
energy on the album,
Mm.
and I can imagine that you have a high voltage show.
Yeah, but that's exactly what we were thinking about. Is what's the worst thing that could happen to a band? It's like great CD, great album, great music, and when you see them live, yeah, you just personally that's what I do. Is like when I see a band live, and I don't know how to say disappoints me. I nearly don't listen to the CD again
Right.
because I'm disappointed about it. So we really wanted to the energy that we could have in a studio when we play together in the rehearsals. We really wanted to bring that in the album. It's like it's really, we like to say it's like kind of old school stuff. It's like like maybe bands earlier were doing, like
Mm-hmm.
really simple, keep it like two guitars, bass, drums, vocals, really right in your face. Don't put too much in it, and just make your music live with the energy of you playing and feeling your music, not putting fluff in it to make it more brutal or big sound. I don't, really keep it simple and keep it aggressive.
Exactly. And again, the guys, you guys' music is very, very aggressive. I love it. And just to let my listeners out there know, I do have the whole album loaded up.
Yeah.
We'll probably take a break, about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, and I'll pop a few
Okay.
more tunes up. And whenever we wrap the interview up, I'll go ahead and I'll play the rest of the CD for everyone out there that's listening in. That way you get a
Oh,
good taste of Dead Cowboy Sluts. These guys
yeah.
fucking throw down. Now,
Thank you.
how did you get the name? Where did the name come from?
The name. Um, it's a Yeah, it's kind of funny because like when uh, we were brought together, um, we didn't necessarily thought about like doing a really serious project. I don't know if I can say that, but we were. It came afterwards. But when we got together, we were thinking about a name for the band, and
Mm-hmm.
we are big fans of Pantera, Pantera. Yeah,
Right on.
and we're like Matthew and I, we are like big fans of Dimebag Darrell, of
Mm-hmm.
course, and the first part of the name, the Dead Cowboys, is it's kind of a not so subtle homage to him because
Got you.
for us it's like the cowboy, and so it's an homage, and the sluts came from we are like continuing his legacy and try to continue his way of living the metal in his life, like keeping drinking, having fun, friends, and playing good music.
That is really awesome. I applaud you for that.
Thank
That,
you.
that, that is a very, very cool story behind the name. You
Thank
know,
you.
recently we just had the anniversary
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Dimebag's death,
eight,
and you
yeah, the
know,
eight.
at the time, I was working as an electrician's helper when he
Yeah.
died, and we were doing. It's called a rough-in. What that is when they build a new house,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a frame. There's
Yeah.
no walls or anything inside it yet. We would go through and put the holes through all the boards and run all the wires and get it ready.
Yeah.
That way the guys can come in and put sheetrock up and get the house ready, and then we come back later on and put the plugs in.
Yeah.
The day he died, we were on a job and we were doing this, and on every board inside that house we put "Rest in Peace, Dime."
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Everyone.
That was, I mean, the whole crew was all, we're all big fans of Pantera at the time, and well, even now, you never stop not liking Pantera. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the job site, we would bring our CD player, and we were always playing Pantera, especially Vulgar Display and Far Beyond Driven. I mean, loud.
Yeah.
We'd piss off the other workers. But yeah, that day, I mean, just everyone on the crew was so bummed. And yeah, it was just a sad day in metal. It was a sad day for humanity. Because they lost a beautiful person.
I think too, yeah. But I think you had the same feel that we had. It's like, I think it was the first time in my life that when, a notorious person died, that it didn't really affected me, but that was the first time. You got the tear to your eye and you say, "Shit, that's really sad." And that was the first time some death of a person I didn't know affected me like that. So,
my first time, that was actually, I would say probably my fourth. The first time for me, I was young, and I was going to go watch an Ozzy show. And this is back in 1982. I'm a child of the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
And I was going to see an Ozzy show. I wanted to see Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, okay. So,
and Randy got killed. We didn't know this, because back then there was no internet or anything like that. We went to the show and there was Brad Gillis playing guitar, and then Ozzy came out and told everyone what happened with Randy, and yeah, that was my first time there. Yeah. Then the second would have been Cliff Burton when he passed. That was another big loss. The third one was Chuck Schuldiner from Death.
Yeah, but that's I think that's the thing is with those people when they die, it's like because you're so you grow up with this music, so it's like part of the family for you, educational part of yourself. Like you grow up with it, it's an inspiration for every day. So when one of the band members dies, it's like you lost a member of your family. It's like somebody who was with you all your childhood or your teenage years. So yeah, I understand. It's really sad, but that's why we came up with this name. Is like a small homage from us to somebody we really loved, and so that's why.
That is awesome. Now, I wanted to ask you, what was recording like, being in the studio?
Recording. It wasn't our first time in the studios for most of the band members, because we had we were in other bands before, and the not me. That's where I'm getting with, but the other members were already had a record session with a really professional sound engineer, and they were prepared for what they will be facing, because it's really, really hard. And I came like maybe less prepared for that, and it was really, for my part, it was like a kick in the teeth. It's like really, really hard. You have to be really concentrated, and so that's for the bad part. But the good thing is you're so pushed to get over your capabilities. You must do the best thing you ever did in your music life. But so you're pushed to the maximum, and when you hear the results, you're really, really happy with it, and you're proud of it, I think. And we have a friend who apparently is listening to the radio right now, so hi, Raphael. And yeah, so no, the studio was really awesome because we continue to work on the tracks with a different perspective from the sound engineer. So we never stopped working on the album until the last session of mastering the album. So no, it was really great, and the sense of accomplishment when everything comes together and you listen to it afterwards is awesome, really awesome.
I always found I'm a musician also, and
Yeah.
I know when I go into the studio, I love being in the studio just as much as I love being on stage.
Yeah,
Because when you go into the studio, you start working on a song, and it grows, it evolves, it'll change. You'll hear something different, and you'll go back
exactly.
and maybe re-record a section or something, and it's like you're an artist painting a picture. You added a different color or a different shade here or
Mhm.
there. It's kind of the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, like you're saying, Morgan, it's like a tattoo. It's like you can always. Yeah, he's just trying to say something, translating.
You have a drawing in your mind.
Yeah,
But,
you have a drawing in your mind, but you have to keep working on it and getting the feel right with it. So it's constantly, like you said, it's the thrill of studio because there's always space for not really improvisation, but that kind of spark that at a time you say, shit, we should do that. We should try this, and when it works, this is like magic.
Right. Now, live shows. What kind of response do you get when you guys play live?
uh, I think, yeah, I think that's what we all thought the first few shows we had. It's like we were so surprised from the feedback. It's like we because we choose a weird path with our band. It's like we said, okay, let's have a music, let's make it like we want,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's go on stage. But after the album, it was after the recording session of the album. The album wasn't out when we first went on stage, but it's like, so we didn't have any feedback at all before the first show,
Oh,
and we
cool.
were lucky enough to have a kind of a big show for our first show,
Mm-hmm.
and the feedback was like already when we were on stage. Like when we started playing, we were concentrating, giving everything that we can, as well as musical, but even with the show.
Right.
And when you look up and you see the pit, like it's a rampage. It's like everybody like jumping. You see feet everywhere. You don't understand what is happening, and you understand that the people in the crowd were like crazy, and the feedback after the show was awesome. The chronics or the feedback in person that people came up to us to say that they loved the show. They didn't knew us before, but they are really happy that they have discovered us, and all this is, yeah, we were like, it was a bit strange for us, but we're really happy about it. Yeah, yeah, it feels really great.
Now, how has the reaction been to the CD? You guys getting a lot of feedback from that as well?
Yeah, that too is like when the CD got out il est sorti quand? In September, the 10th of September, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We got like so many. I don't know. You said chroniques. I said review. Sorry,
Ah, reviews.
album reviews. Yeah, and for the really really the biggest part of the reviews were like re, um, surprised and in a good way. So like they said, yeah, it's a good thing. We don't hear lot of this kind of music. Or they say a lot of school feel of the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah, we had no really a great feedback, and I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best with my English. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
no problem. Take your time, man. Take your time. We own this station. It's all
Okay,
good, brother.
sure.
It's all good.
Great. Thank you.
You're
So,
doing
yeah, it's,
you're doing better with
you know,
English than I would be doing with French. I tell you that.
yeah, like I asked you, do you want to do the interview in French? You speak a little French, so
Yeah, I speak a very little bit of French. I used to be fairly fluent. I had to because I told you my great grandmother was full blooded Cajun
yeah.
and lived in a town called Bro Bridge, and she hardly spoke any English. And in order for me to converse with her, talk with her, I had to learn French. And
Mm.
oh God, that was 30-something years ago.
Oh, so,
It's been a
yeah.
long time.
You have to come back in France to practice.
Yeah, get it back.
Yeah, get it back. So, yeah, but like I said, for the most part, from the reviews, like a lot of them understood our goal with this album. You know, the way we put the tracks together in a certain order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with there's part of the CD when it gets a bit slower before getting right back into the speed parts. And yeah, a lot of the reviewers found the feel we wanted to give to the people with this album. So we're really happy with it. So.
And I must apologize. I'm supposed to do a review for you guys as well, and I will.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
so backed up. I had to go back to Louisiana a couple weeks ago. My father was having some medical issues,
Okay.
and I took a week off. And I'm behind on getting my interviews that are already done, edited and posted. Plus, I have a ton of reviews that I still got to do. It's just, I'll get to you guys, I promise.
Okay.
But I can tell you sort of what it's going to say, because this is what I feel about your music, is that you capture enough of the old school style to bring the older crowd in, but you have enough new sound to bring the younger generation as well. And I feel that you're going to hit a large demographic with the music that you have. Plus, it's very high energy. Even on the disc, it's high energy. And
thank you.
it's just some great music to throw on the stereo and turn it to 12 and have your neighbors playing, have your neighbors moshing right along with you.
That would be awesome. Yeah, but that's like you said, is like you said, we have maybe two. Like you said, we have a touch of old school with a touch of the things that are coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're, I think, like quite young. We are like in 25, 28, and but we grew up listening to old school music. So this, and of course all the the bands that we like that are coming out now too. But when we composed this album, it was like really I don't know, a mashup of a concentrate of all the things we loved and liked together. So yeah, that's why I think that there's a lot of people saying we are bringing back some old school.
Let me ask you,
old
Pierre.
style music and. Yes.
Who is your influence on guitar? Who made you pick up a guitar and learn to play?
Who made me pick up my guitar? The girls. Mathieu is saying the girls, but no. I think the first time I was convinced I wanted to be a guitar player is while listening to, I think, Rage Against the Machine.
Oh wow.
Like Tom Morello is, I think, the first one who gave me the envy to play guitar. Like it was so strange, you know. I, my my favorite thing about guitar playing is the riffs,
Yeah.
playing riff, and Tom Morello had you know, that kind of for the time aggressive but groovy stuff, a riff going
Mhm.
on, and the solos were like really weird with the, you know, pick scratching things. And no, it was I think it was the first one, and right afterwards there was Dimebag Darrell that had the same, you know, riff mentality, and the solo that could go out completely crazy with, you know, trying
Mhm.
stuff out.
You know,
And yeah,
I,
I think Dimebag Darrell and Top Low first.
a
Yes.
lot of people don't give Rage Against the Machine the credit that they're due.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, they get played a lot on the radio,
yeah.
but the message they carry is still underground.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I don't remember the guitar player's name right off, but
So, mm,
he plays all these solos. He played one with an Allen wrench.
mm, much. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I mean that is
Mm,
so cool. He is so different.
e-
And
exactly. It's like that's what I search. Not all the time, but you know, when I hear a musician like trying stuff that have in a way never been tried before,
hmm
that's awesome. That's where you know, all the, you know, the the thing in your brain like light up, and you say, "Wow, what is happening right now? What is it?" And yeah, that's what I love about music, and crazy musicians that try stuff like this, and in music styles that doesn't for needs to. It's like you were. Ah, sorry, I lost the track of what I was saying.
yeah,
It's
you
really hard, but yeah, it's metal. So you had really coded things, I think, and you know, Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, they came with a crazy guitar player. They mixed their rock music with hip hop,
hmm
and you know, it was like something new and something you know, that should be respected, because right now there's so many peaks between music styles that are happening, who happened a few years ago.
hmm
So yeah, they should be respected to have done that at the time. Yeah.
you know, I was stationed over in Germany. I was telling you before we started the show.
Yeah.
I was in Germany for almost 5 years, and every year I went to Nuremberg for the Rock
Mm,
and Park Festival, and I got to see
yes.
a show one day. It was Korn opened up for Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
and the place was nuts when Rage got on the stage. Oh my God, it was insane.
Yeah.
You know, just everybody was
Uh,
jumping around having a good time, and those guys
exactly.
put on a hell of a show.
But you know, it's kind of weird, because like, speaking about it, I can see why I'm I was a big fan of Rage Against the Machine, and why I love like music, trash music like Slayer or The Haunted or all those kinds of bands. It's like in the in final the thing is, Rage Against the Machine is like, it's calling for your rage, your inner rage, as
hmm
like maybe a teenager or a younger man, and you want to get it out. So seeing them live or listening to their music is like yeah, getting your rage out of your body, and that's the same thing that I found like in bands like Slayer or The Haunted. Is like, it's a call for you to manage your anger
Yeah,
and to get your rage out in a good way. So
yeah.
Happy Riot.
happy riot, Morgan thing.
Now, how about Ben on vocals? Who was his influence?
it's like Phil Anselmo because for the Tom Araya, the how is it called? I think I'm gonna put it on. He's gonna try to.
Oh, don't be shy.
I'm scared. But he's drinking. He can speak. He's drinking. Okay. No, but I think he's mostly influenced by I think Phil Anselmo because he's he's quite a frontman and but he has for the vocals he likes the speed parts of singing,
Right.
like in the Haunted. I think it's a really good example. It's like the directly issued from the Slayer style of not firstly growling, a big low voice, but just spitting a rage out and do it fast, like the rest of the music is doing it. It's like I said, for the bands we love, it's like just getting your anger, spitting it out of your body, and I think that's what Ben is aiming to, and what we all wanted to for Ben. So I think so I'll say Phil Anselmo, Tom Araya, and all those great legends.
Right on. Now, how about Matthew? Who was some of his influences on guitar, and who made him pick up a guitar?
He says he's a big fan of Dimebag, of course, like me, but also like Zakk Wylde. He really listens to Black Label a lot.
Zakk Wylde is awesome.
Tom DeLonge,
Yeah.
Blink 182.
Tom DeLonge from Blink 182. No, but we're all big fans of Black Label Society too, and Lamb of God, Mark Morton.
Oh yeah.
And of course, there's of course Lamb of God with a big influence for us and for Matthew, of course, and Alexis Layo.
Now,
That's the influences.
while we're on the subject of Zakk Wylde, I don't know if you guys have heard this. There's been talk that Pantera was going to reunite.
Yeah, we heard that
with Zakk Wylde. Well, what do you guys think about that?
I think it, you know what? It's a dodgy subject because of the fans that I think want to leave Pantera where it was when it ended, but I think I don't know. I would love to see it, but I don't know if the band comes around with Wild on the guitar, will it be like a tribute band or I think it will really be weird, to see it will be like an all-star band. I don't know if it will get the essence if they're starting to write a new album. I am totally confident with Zakk Wylde being a really great guitar player, but will he have like I said, the riff culture of Dimebag Darrell, doing like those kind of sharp and aggressive riffs? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Like I said, let's see. I'm always for letting the people do what they have to do, and especially what they want to do. And let's see what happens.
Well,
what do you think about it?
My take on it is this: if there was ever to be a Pantera reunion, Zakk Wylde would be the only guitar player to do it.
That's true. That's true.
I think that they should not do a new album because it will not be Pantera.
Exactly.
You can't have a Pantera album without Dimebag on it. I'm sorry. But I think if they do a series of tours, it should be a pay tribute to Dimebag and his life.
Like I said, I think if it's a tribute band, I will be like so glad because to see them live, to feel the music in live of Pantera, that would be awesome. But like you said, uh, I would love to see Pantera, the old songs played with Zakk Wylde, but a new album, I'm really doubtful. I full of doubts about it. So, like you, I think we have the same view on the subject.
It just would never be Pantera without Dimebag.
Exactly.
There's no way. And I don't know. I would love to see it. I would love to see them pay tribute. Dimebag deserves it.
They'll never pull off the electricity on stage of them kickboxing and him never missing a lick. And
You're right.
It'll never be the same.
But Zakk Wylde will be the only one that could get on that stage
because they were tight friends.
him and Dimebag were so close. They were very close friends.
Yeah, exactly. He was his friend, so it's like it's legitimate. I think that's how I see it. It's legitimate for him to want to pay tribute to his best friend. So yeah.
I think it would be it would be pretty cool to watch, but like I said, that could never be an album.
We're on the same page right here.
Now, let me ask you, who was Morgan's influence for picking up a bass?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him answer.
Okay.
You see, no, he had all the time to think about it because he knew his son was coming back.
I'm just a bass player.
Yeah, he's just a bass player. No, it's
everybody gets a turn.
I can say to you, it's a really, really good bass player. And yeah, oh, Ben is saying bad things. If he was a good musician, he would be a guitar player. But no, but I can tell you something. It's like
I'm from the punk rock.
Yeah, it's more issue from the punk rock scene. So yes, he's a really good musician, and that's why the bass on the album is really speed up. It's like he almost plays the same parts as the guitar player. Even the rhythmically. I'm sorry, but it's because it's coming from the punk scene, and so he has the speed, he has the the precision of playing a lot of notes and riffs on his bass. So yeah, I think he hasn't special bass player. You love? No, it's just love playing bass. That's all. No, but he plays a lot of. He likes to play a lot of other styles of.
With my friends.
With friends, we have jazz buffs and all the stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just to have fun, but yeah, he loves music and he plays good. So.
Now let me ask you: Does he play stand-up bass ever?
Stand-up bass. Sorry, I don't know what it is.
Like the traditional bass. Not
la contrebasse.
No.
No, never played that.
I know some bass players that do that, and they'll play in like a jazz trio.
Yeah.
And they'll play a typical bass in their band, but for the trio they'll do a stand-up bass.
The standard fretless bass. That's it. Yeah. No, we never played that. That's a common thing in jazz bands or even rock and roll bands too. But no, we never played that.
I have a friend that purchased a stand-up bass, a new one, and It's very thin, stand up, fretless, and you plug it in like you would a regular bass, and he plays that in a metal band.
Oh, in a metal band with this.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, Chris. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Now, how about Guillaume? Who was his influence on the drum kit?
Guillaume. Yeah, I think the thing is, Guillaume is I don't know, he's not here right now. He had to go, but he's a kind of I think I would say prodigy in music. He used to play guitar, and like 3 years ago he went on the drums, and so his influence are really recent. It's like he's a big fan of Lamb of God.
Right on.
And Adler, Chris Adler, that's the name, yeah. And yeah, I think this is his main influence, but he's always like trying to get the new experience and trying new things. Like recently, he was like trying some behemoth things. Even the Meshuggah is trying at the moment. So yeah, he's always open to new experience with his instrument. So, but the main influence especially for Dead Cowboys Sluts, the first album, is I think the Chris Adler of Lamb of God.
Oh, right on. And you can never go wrong with with Chris Adler. I mean, that dude, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I love what he does on drums.
Yeah, we watch his masterclass and all the videos we can get of him. So yeah, it's pretty good.
He has a lot of tricks that he pulls, especially when he's doing the double bass. I watched a few of those training videos, and I love how he shares what he knows with everyone.
Exactly. And the thing is, in its videos, you can see that he is just a drummer, a guy that tried stuff, found his style, and just want to share his technique that he learned by himself for some of the tricks he has. But he's really you can feel the human part of this machine that is Chris Adler. He has a lot of feeling in his play. And that's why we love watching his videos. He share with you his feeling about the music he plays. So yeah.
Yeah, you like Mudvayne too.
Mudvayne, yeah, Mudvayne.
Oh yeah, Mudvayne.
Yeah, we are big fans of Mudvayne since we are.
I got to meet them. In 2003, they were playing at the House of Blues in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
And they were standing around. I got to meet. I met Cud.
Yeah.
The guitar player and the bass player. I didn't see the drummer.
Yeah.
But real cool guys, down to earth, very humble.
Yeah. Exactly. But you can that's weird because the music is so technique. It's weird. And it is also that kind of themed music, which I think of the album LS50. I can't remember.
Yeah, LD50.
LD50, yeah. And you can they had this. It was a bit like for us for this album. They went like we love the sci-fi stuff and all this crazy space odyssey, space opera stuff. I read a lot of interviews of them about it, and so they went with it, and they bring a new perspective of metal. So it was their perspective of the metal, and I think that's always a good thing. As long as if you bring your perspective of the music, you are bringing something new to people, and So yeah, we love Mudvayne from the first album.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pierre, let's go ahead and we'll take a break.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna put up some more of Dead Cowboy Sluts music.
yeah.
Now this is off the album The Hand of Death, and I want to put this out there. You can find Dead Cowboy Sluts on Facebook, facebook.com/Dead Cowboy Sluts. You also have some websites.
Yeah.
Let's see. You have the .com, deadcowboysluts.com. Anyone interested in reviewing or anything like that for Dead Cowboy Sluts, you can contact the press contact at info.music@m-o-music.com. And anyone that's listening in that would like to book Dead Cowboy Sluts, you can hit up the booking agent at deadcowboysluts@gmail.com. But right now, I'm going to play 4 in a row. I have I Will Hunt You, Lusk, Must Be Broken, and Criminal. And
Yeah.
we're gonna play this 4 in a row, and then we'll be back and we'll be talking to the guys from Dead Cowboy Sluts. So stick around. This is the Bullshit with Bob show right here on Brutiful Metal Radio. Global metal domination, bitches. Alrighty, you've just heard 5 tunes from Dead Cowboy Sluts, hailing from Paris, France. And yeah, and we're back live, and we're chatting with Pierre, who's the guitar player in the band. And during the break, Pierre, me and you were talking about sort of a tradition that has grown with the band. You guys, instead of a Jaeger bomb, you guys have made what's called a cola bomb.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like I said to you, is that it started like as a joke, and we had this crazy idea that it's not so crazy. It's like the Jaeger bomb is so it's so much sugar and so much it isn't as strong as we like it to be. So we decided to change the Jaeger bomb shot for a Coca-Cola shot, and replace the Red Bull by a glass full of Jack Daniels, and do it bottoms up. So yeah, we tried it. We loved it. So we decided to make a video of it. So it's a video you can find on our YouTube channel, and it's quite stupid, but there are subtitles for if you. We're going to post the link in the chat of the radio, and
awesome.
And it started like really as a joke, something to show people that would listen to our music that we're just like guys having fun, and we're really open. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and so we wanted people to look at this video and see maybe the contrast between the really dark and aggressive theme of our music, and they can see us just having fun and being like stupid like every metalhead is.
Right.
Think about alcohol, and so they won't be afraid to come up to us after a gig and talk to us. We're really open about it. So we are going to make another video of this cocktail for Christmas as a gift.
Oh, awesome!
And we'll try to make a good one too. So and you should try it. It's really good.
Well, if whenever you guys make the Christmas video, definitely let us know. We'll push it out for you guys.
Thank you.
And we'll make people know about Dead Cowboy Sluts, and hopefully get you guys where people are buying more of your CDs and merchandise and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you. And like I said, it's weird because it's I think the video that had the most views of all our videos, so it was really funny. But no, yeah, if you want to make a video response on this video, if you're legal in age, of course, and so, yeah, we don't want any problems.
Right.
But yeah, if you want to make a video response during your collab, or try it with your friends. It's really fun. 20 minutes later, it will be really funny to watch. So yeah, go ahead.
There you go, people.
Tried and tested.
You have received a challenge from Dead Cowboys Sluts.
Exactly.
As long as you are of legal age, make you a video response to their video of a cola bomb. They would love to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Show who out there is the true fan.
Yeah. What's the legal age for drinking alcohol in the US?
In the US, it's 21.
Is it 21?
Yes.
No, it's yeah. To drink alcohol is 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, in France it's 12.
Wow.
Wow.
No, not true. No, 18. 18.
In Germany, it was like
14.
it was either 15 or 16.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but I think maybe it changed. It changed. But yeah, but the thing is, Germany is like you drink beer in your when you're a baby. So
Your baby bottle.
Yeah.
so
they don't.
I went to Canada once for a few months, and I was there with a German guy I met there, and he told me that that in his side of Germany where he lives, they sell they have a tap beer in the theaters, and that's awesome because we don't have that in France. We're not allowed to.
I thought it was pretty cool when I was stationed there. We'd go to McDonald's, and they had McBeer.
McBeer? No.
At the German McDonald's, they had McBeer.
For real.
For real.
Wow.
Shit.
Well, we were going to go ski the Alps.
Yeah.
In Bavaria, and there's a McDonald's right before you get to Munich, and we stopped there to get some breakfast. And of course, the Army, they paid us a drink.
Yeah.
Very much. And oh yeah, all of us got like 4 or 5 McBeers.
For breakfast.
For breakfast.
For breakfast, yeah.
The breakfast of champions.
It's only cereals.
You're right.
It's good for you.
German cereal is wheat and barley. Now, well, you guys have any shows coming up?
We have just for the we had before now we had a few shows, and so we decided to have like because it's always like dead around Christmas, and
right.
In winter we don't have a lot of shows in France. So yeah, we have in February. Sorry, we have a lot of. It started in February, and we have a lot of gigs coming up. So we'll kick off the kind of tour because we're staying at first in France. We kick off the tour with a gig in Paris with a lot of great bands that we know, and they are good friends of us, like Wixo, Loco Muerte.
Oh, wow.
And so we're gonna play with them, and afterwards we have a lot of shows throughout France, and we have a 2 weeks tour in UK.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is coming in place. So it's the first time we speak about it, but it should come early start of May, I think. Yeah, and 2 weeks tour, and should be awesome, and we're looking forward to it.
That is awesome.
And we're going in Alabama too.
There you go. Come on down to Alabama.
Yeah, no, just for one gig, and we're going back after the show because we need to work in the morning. But No, but yeah, that's a thing we would really like to do is coming to North America, is like yeah, in the US or in Canada, and have a few gigs there during maybe because I think not all of us, but a lot of us went to the US to visit
Oh, cool.
already, and so we really wanted to go there, all the band together, just to have a holiday, yeah, holiday together, and I think yeah, one summer we should try to make this happen, and we'll come to see you guys
Oh, that would be awesome.
if you want.
Oh, hell
if you-
yes.
If you still want us after you see all our videos of Collabom.
If you are ready for the
Well, we'll make
Sure.
we'll make a few videos while you're here of some cola bombs.
Okay, yeah, of course. That's the only condition. So
Now, we were also talking during the break about the Hellfest
yeah,
and
sure.
how it's growing, and it's becoming one of the premier metal fest on the planet. You know, a lot of bands want to go to the Hellfest, just like they want to go to Wacken or Maryland Death Fest, you know, or things like that.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, true.
it's getting really huge.
Yeah, like I said to you earlier, is yeah, the programmation of the bands, the headliners, and it's awesome. Yeah, we are really lucky because it never happened to us in France, especially because all the big bands went to Germany, to UK, to Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's yeah, quite recent. I think, like I said, maybe 6 years, and even I think it's maybe since 4 or 5 years, it's going really big for the bands that are coming. But yeah, it's really great. But like I said, it's still a small capacity of people for the people to go there. It's not as big as yeah, the downloads or anything like it. But it's a really good experience to have.
Well, you know, as it goes, at least what I've been seeing in the metal scene, you're not seeing the shows like you used to in big theaters and stadiums. You're seeing more these festivals popping up. And, you know, Hellfest has a big name here in the U.S. A lot of bands want to go play it. And I see
didn't know
it
that.
doing nothing but getting bigger and bigger.
I didn't know that, but that's great because we need the bands to come and play here. So, but yeah, it's getting more and more you know professional because we had friends who know the guys who started the thing, and it's really started for like a passionate thing. The guy just wanted to have this in his small town in the west of France, and so he started. He asked the mayor if he could have a festival,
Mm-hmm.
and it started like really a small thing, like maybe 1,000 people. I don't know, and over the years it kept growing and growing and growing, and yeah, we're here now, and like I said, we had you know, Ozzy and friends coming up, Lamb of God, Behemoth, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, and all the big bands from over the world coming here. So yeah, it's really good, really good.
Well, you know, the more big bands you get, the more interest, you know, and
Yeah.
the great thing about having a fest, it's a way for society to see metalheads aren't bad.
Mm,
You
true.
know, because when you have a festival, it brings a lot of revenue to the area. People want motel rooms, they want to eat. You know, they're gonna shop and tour. You know, visit the areas, and it helps with the local economy.
Yes, that's true. And every year we have the same thing on TV. Every year during the festival, and before and after the festival, we have all kinds of I said TV news
Oh,
about the
news.
festival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like it started for the first few years. It was like, yeah, you know, the local church and people from the church having problems. You know, that festival was called Hellfest, and all those bands with you know, kind of satanic theme coming to their town.
Right.
So we had a lot of it was supposed to be like bad advertising, but it ended up being you know, a good thing, because when there was so the controversy of this festival, because we didn't have that kind of stuff in France. Well, all the gigs, but no festival. And that culture is not that popular here. So afterwards, we had all those documentaries about, you know, during the big news journal.
Yeah.
They were like interviewing the locals of the small town near the festival. And every one of them said that all the metalheads were so nice, polite, and you know, it was like, I think, some kind of a shock for the majority of people who don't know the metalheads. So it was like, oh, so they're nice in fact. So it's weird. And so yeah, they're just here to have fun and to listen to their music. They don't want to kill people or to cut the throat of lambs or stuff like this. You know, it's like, it was it was weird for us, because we grew up in this environment. So it was like, is it really a surprise for all of you that we don't kill animals? And so yeah, it ended up being a good thing, because every year we have the same politicians like coming up and saying, nah, you shouldn't have this, it's not good, and every year they are being proven wrong about it. So it's like you said, it's a good thing for the local economy, and it's a good thing for the image of the metalhead in France.
Yeah, because, you know, people, when they get the news, especially from those that live there,
yeah,
and they say, oh, these guys are polite, they're nice, you know, they don't destroy everything, they're not,
yeah,
they're not sacrificing livestock. You know, it shows people that we're normal. You know,
exactly.
we just love our music to be aggressive.
Exactly.
We don't try to be like, you know, the norm. We're weird. We like wearing weird shit.
Exactly.
But, you know, we're just like everybody else. You know.
Exactly. And we come from every social scene. Like all the news that came up from this festival is like showing the people in France that metalheads are like, some might be students, some might be doctors, some might be they can come from every social I don't know the term, but
like social background.
Exactly, social background. They're coming from everywhere. They're like it's just a love for music style. So it's not a community a community in a bad sense. I mean, it's a community that's come together for the love of their music. They're not sorry, they're making jokes around me.
Well, what are they saying?
No shit. They're taking shit. So no, they're making fun of the lamb sacrifice and all this stuff. No, but yeah, I think it's I don't know for you in the US, but yeah, in France it's really recent that people are starting to see metalheads in big medias.
It's it depends on the area. Where I'm at here in the South, they consider this the Bible Belt.
Okay.
So there's still, you know, we get some issues from people because of religion.
Yeah.
And once they see what we're about, then they usually are okay. But you still get a lot of looks.
Yeah, bad looks.
You go to the store, and you got piercings and tattoos, and they still look at you funny.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can understand. But I think in France it's kind of the same. It's not necessarily religious wall. It's more of a social wall. Is because we in the US and even in Germany and the UK, you have this really rock and roll culture since the war. I think Germany after the war, the US imported a lot of rock music to them. So they have this in their culture since a long time. In France, it's really different. We didn't have this. This guys.
Oh, it's good, man.
I'm trying to speak. We didn't have this rock thing going on in France. So it's we're not they're not used to see tattoos. They're not used to see piercing and all this stuff. So it's coming in France, of course, since like the last 10 years. There's a lot of this happening, and people not been looking like weirdos if they have tattoos on their arm or their shoulder tattoos. I mean, and but it's I think it's a whole thing. We have it's not necessarily religion. Thing. It's really a cultural thing in France.
Like I said, down here, it's mostly religion. There's a lot of people that are we call them fire and brimstone Baptists.
Okay.
And like Jimmy Swaggart, for instance, he's one. In Baton Rouge, there was years that Ozzy or AC/DC couldn't play in Baton Rouge.
Oh shit!
Because Jimmy Swaggart wouldn't allow it.
Okay, is a religious leader or political?
Jimmy Swaggart is a religious leader. He used to be real big on the Southern Baptist Coalition.
Okay, yeah.
And so I mean, he was high up until he got busted with a hooker.
Okay.
Yeah, in New Orleans, no less.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Awesome.
But it's opened up. I mean, it's getting now, especially with television programs.
Yeah.
You're seeing more people with tattoos are becoming normal here.
Yeah.
Almost to the point to where I don't want any more tattoos because so many people have them.
Exactly. I understand.
When it becomes a fad, I don't like it no more.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're starting to see on TV shows with people with piercings and stuff like this, so they're getting more used to it.
Yeah,
but when they watch something on TV, then they see it in real life.
It's not the same for them.
It's not the same, so it kind of freaks them out.
I understand that.
But it's getting better. I mean, when we lived in Las Vegas, it was like everyone had tattoos and piercings, and your individuality, was accepted.
Yeah. That's what I have seen when I went in the West Coast of the US. It's like from Las Vegas to Los Angeles or even San Francisco. It seemed to me really open about this subject.
I miss Las Vegas because of that.
Yeah.
But
I think I shouldn't go back to Las Vegas. I've lost so
much
money there. No. The problem of Las Vegas is the bikini blackjack. That's the problem. Playing blackjack in a pool with the the bikini girls.
Oh
Making
yeah.
play, it's so bad. You have free alcohol, and
That makes it the worst is the free alcohol.
yeah, this is so bad. I've lost so much money there. I have won I think $300 playing blackjack the first day, and I've lost it all and another 800.
Wow.
Continuing playing the day after. So it's bikini blackjack. It's bad, really bad.
Now I seen where in the chat room where Deanna or Vixen was talking about like Blazing War Machine and Heart Attack from France. Love those guys.
Yeah. Oh, War Machine, you know?
Oh yeah, Blazing War Machine. Oh yes.
Blazing War Machine. Oh yeah. Okay.
Now let me ask you, how's the scene, the metal scene in France? It's pretty strong.
The metal scene. Yeah, I think it's I think it's getting big right now. It is getting big. We have a lot of old metal band in France that, like in all the countries, didn't make into the international. But yeah, we have a few. I think I should say a lot of great bands, and a few of them are getting internationally known. And yeah, we have Gojira, Dagoba, we are Betraying the Martyr, and well, it's coming from all the metal styles. You know, there are bands like much more new school music, like Betraying the Martyr, and all of those bands that we know some of them, and we don't necessarily like what they do, but it's everybody has his point of view. But yeah, we're happy that the France scene is able to export itself around the world. So, and I think the fact that it is exporting itself is getting people in France interested in the scene. So it's a good thing, really good thing, and I think it's growing every year, as just like the Hellfest, and everything is connected. So the more metal bands are getting are getting seen internationally, the more they're getting seen in festival, the more people are getting into this metal scene.
Right.
And the more it grows. So yeah, I think it's on good tracks to become big. So, but there's a lot of bands from other European countries that like Behemoth, from I think they're from Poland. I think.
Yeah,
Poland.
they're Polish.
Yeah, so it's like the the bands from countries that weren't used to be exported that are coming at the moment. It's really nice because we had like the English, the bands, and the Scandinavian bands, but not much else from Europe. So we're really happy with that.
Now, is there a lot of places like clubs to play, like in Paris, and where are some of the other places that you play in France?
We played in. Of course, in a lot of the big towns in France, like maybe in the south or the west and even in the east, everywhere in France, the big towns. But yeah, we discovered that I think the most active scene in France is it's in the small towns. We have a really great crew of people who are working in they are called like the Los Servos crew in west of France, and they come from like a small town in really like like we say because we're from Paris, so say it's a lost place in France, but there's not really much there. But the scene, the people that make the scene live and grow, they're all like, I think there are maybe 25 of them, and they're all like booking bands in small pubs, clubs. Like we played with Cancer Bats there.
Wow.
And Cancer Bats, we mean that's one of our most loved bands. So it's they achieve the thing to make big bands come in the lost part of France and play in small pubs in front of maybe 100 to 200 people, and the bands love it, and we love it too. And so I think the emerged part of the iceberg is the big towns. So you say, yeah, we should play in Paris, we should play in Marseille or Bordeaux, all the big towns in France.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want to have fun and to live the spirit of metal, you should like get in touch with those kind of associations of people that really want to make to get the bands to come and they want to make the metal live in their countryside, because in Paris it's really, you have to take out a lot of cash to get bands to play there. It's really, you have to rent the avenue, and it's so expensive in Paris and in all of the big towns. And even for the smallest avenue is really expensive. And so yeah, we have a lot of gigs of big bands coming to play, but the French scene is really hard for us to play in our own town. But if you see what I mean,
I do.
It's really hard to play. So yeah, it's it should change, and we are working on it with our band and friends. We are trying to communicate with everyone we know to say, to make them conscious of the problem it is to organize those kind of gig. It's really awful. You have to, most of the time, the guys who organize the gigs are like just seeking money. They don't even care about the bands or the style you play or anything. They're just like, okay, you're gonna give us some cash, okay, no problems. But you have to pay us in advance to play. That's awful. And so we have a policy. We're never gonna pay before playing, and we are trying to make realize the other bands that are in Paris and in France to be conscious of the thing that if we keep doing this, they're never gonna stop. So it's our personal fight in Paris.
Good. That's a big problem here in the U.S. They call that pay to play.
Oh, you have the same thing in U.S.
Oh yes.
I didn't know.
It's gotten. I still have a lot of friends. We lived in Las Vegas for 3 years, and we have a lot of friends there. And the promoters were actually making the band sell tickets. They'd give them, 10 or 20 tickets, and if they don't sell them all, they have to turn in what's left and pay the remainder.
Exactly what we have here, and it went from like maybe 10 years ago or 12 years ago. You were maybe paying like maybe an inscription fee to play at the avenue. That was the thing at the time. Like pay like $20 to come in and to an inscription to play in the pub. So it was not that hard, paying $20, you can get it back easily. but now it's exactly like what happens to in the US is it's you know we have to sometimes we had people are giving us like 50 tickets to sell, so that is like 500 euros, like maybe 750 $100.
Right.
So and you say shit, I we pay for our instruments, we pay for our for recording our album, we pay for everything, and we are still paying to play for rehearsal, and now they want to us to pay for them, and it's really weird. You know, the concept of all that is this is not right. I think
It's not right.
I I can turn it in any way. I can see the point in it. It's only people don't take risk, and at the time to to say okay, we're gonna try to make this concert a big one. We're gonna take this band, this band, this band, and we're gonna bet on it. And that's what should the organizers do when they are putting a gig in place.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't, say, okay, so we don't want any loss, so the bands are paying, and no, that's really bad, really bad.
Something else they're doing over here in the U.S., we ran across this quite a few times, that not only does the venue want you to play, or pay to play, they also want a percentage of your merchandise.
No, they do that.
That is wrong, because like you said, you have to pay for your instruments.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you have to, the upkeep, strings, drumsticks, heads,
Mm-hmm.
cords, cables. You got to pay transportation. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
cost you in gas. The band still has to eat.
Yeah, true.
And you're wanting them to play or to pay to play, and then you want a percentage of their merchandise. You're taking all the money away from the band.
Crazy.
That's bullshit.
Crazy. Yeah. We had a comparison here in France. It's we had we did I don't know how to say it, but we compared this situation with the fact because of the like some. If so, I'm sorry. It's
No,
really
no
hard,
problem.
and I'm getting drunker.
Well, you should be talking better English, right?
Yeah, like I said to you, it's not true. You're not better at speaking English when you're drunk. It's just what you think it's happening right now. No. The thing, yeah, it was. We had like some kind of Ben received a letter like saying no. It was like I think a cafe was like searching for bands to play in their pub. It's like yeah, we're searching for a band that can come and play in our pub, and of course for free. But it's for you. It's like for you to have an experience and to show your music to people, and then you had a response from the bands who say, yeah, I'm throwing a party at my place, and do you want to come and serve the drinks and make food for me and my friend, just to to show how you work too.
Exactly.
Of course, out of charge. It's like you just come and do what you want, and it's exactly like that. It's like we don't mind playing for not much. It's like the least we ask is like pay for the, like you said, the transportation to come.
Mm-hmm.
We ask for a minimum, and afterwards, it's like most of the time when we play outside Paris, is the people like give us a great I'm sorry, they when we come, they found us sorry, they found us like food, and they how do you say it? Accueil,
Like deal.
sorry.
like a deal on motel rooms and things
No,
like
no,
that?
no, not exactly. It's like when we go there, they're they found us place to sleep at their places.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and they make us food. They're so nice. It's like going couch sleeping, but in a better sense. It's like they're really attention about what we need, and they really want to make us feel
Very
great about it.
yeah,
So
very
you know,
comfortable.
we don't ask much because when you are received like this, that's what the word I was searching. When you're received that well, is you don't want to ask more. But when people ask you to pay, or they don't have consideration for you, that's the bad thing.
You know, you're exactly right. And it's cool that you have people that will let you, stay at their place, and because that's a lot of what takes up money on the road is motel rooms,
Oh yeah, cheap.
eating out, as well as putting gas in the in the vehicle.
Exactly. So, but that's information for all of you guys. If you want to go to Europe, don't necessarily search in the gigs in the big cities. Of course, search for one or two, but there's so many people like fighting for the metal scene that are willing, who would be really happy to receive you, and have you will have a great time with them. You have great parties. The gigs are awesome because everybody is so glad that you came. It's really great.
And
So,
a cool thing on top of that, especially for bands from different countries,
hmm
if a German band came to France to play, they may never have been to France before,
yeah,
and actually get a chance to, meet the fans and learn the culture.
yeah,
And I think that is really, really awesome. When I was in Germany, me and a couple of my friends that I was with, we would always go and hang out at the places that weren't very Americanized.
yeah,
We wanted to find these little hole in the wall
yeah,
kind of restaurants and bars and clubs and learn the culture. We wanted to learn the language, learn the culture.
yeah.
I mean, and that's a good way to do it.
And that's
If you book a gig and if you could find places like that, that would be awesome.
yeah. That's the thing, and like I said earlier, like concert bats played. We played with them at in the countryside, like I said, and they were exactly like that. They were like we had a after party with them,
Mm-hmm.
and all the guys that put up the show together, and it was so awesome. They were really happy to be here. The drummer asked for like I think. When they ask what do you want to drink, beer, whiskey, or anything, he say I want to try every single local beer you have, and so the guys they were so happy to show their own culture and their the thing, so they came back with like tons of booze and all local beers, and the guys from Concerts were so pleased, because the girls from the association who were putting it together, like make us food themselves.
Wow.
And it was like so convivial. I don't know if you say that. No, it was like kind of friendly family style.
Exactly. It's like part of a big metal family.
Exactly. So, and it was all fan made. I don't know if I can say that, but it's like the girls from the organization like made the food. The guys went with like buy booze, but local booze, and yeah, it was like we had a really great time, and the guys from Concerbat like was so amazed of it.
Share the same spirits.
Yeah, we shared the same spirits at the time. So no, it was really awesome, and that's always a good thing when you go to a country and see how the 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 guys from there like party or even like live their own life, and you see we don't do this in France or we don't do this in Germany, and you learn from that, and that's what opens your mind about the world. So that's yeah, it's like we said earlier, it's like the metal music keep people together.
It does.
Worldwide.
I said this earlier. Metal music is the international language.
Yeah.
You can have people from different cultures, different countries, all liking the same thing, and it's one big metal family. You don't have to speak the same language. You love the same music.
Exactly.
And you have the same lifestyle.
Exactly. So you know that the guy in front of you is potentially a friend, even if you don't understand him.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's true.
Now, will you guys be recording anytime soon?
Another album, you think?
Yeah.
We decided that we're going to start. On my side, I already started, but yeah, we're going to. Every one of us is going to start some kind of brainstorming about ideas of riff and music, and so we're gonna. Yeah, we're starting right now. So, we're not sure about when we will go back in studios, but yeah, we're starting to write ideas and all that we have, and maybe like I don't know, maybe in 3 or 5 months, we're going to get together and start playing the new stuff. Yeah, so
cool.
maybe in a year and a half, we should be back in studios. So we'll see. We don't know.
Now, I wanted to ask you, the songwriting process. How does that work with Dead Cowboys Sluts? Does one person do the majority of the writing, or is there like someone maybe writes the lyrics and y'all make the music, or do y'all make the music and then put the lyrics on it?
They want to go ahead. What do you do? This is how we compose. No. We drink. We have we don't remember, and we wake up with a song. That's how we compose. No, that's not true. No, but I think I don't know if it will be the same with the next one. But this album was like it was really what every one of us wanted to hear. It's like we're not. At first, we did it. Even now, we don't do it for anyone else but ourselves. It's like we want to make the music we would love to listen to. So yeah, it was like a bit. Everybody had his word to say, or there's the touch of every single one of us in this album. So yeah, it was really a common thing. It was like even Ben, who is a former drummer, composed drums with Guillaume. So no, every one of us had some kind of vision of what we define the line to follow before starting writing, but everybody, as long as it stick to this line, had his word to say, and yeah, we took everything in consideration, and yeah, that's how the album was composed.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, we're looking forward to hearing more tunes, because what you guys have out now is some. I can't say it enough. It's so energetic. I mean,
Thank you.
I put it on the stereo and I want to break shit in the house.
Yeah, that's that. We wanted to make music that wants you to crash in cars. You know, it's like
Exactly.
when you're driving, you put the music and you want to go the fastest as you can and crash in something. That's the music we wanted to make.
Yeah, I can't listen to you guys while I'm driving. It's like,
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I'll start being like Mario Andretti.
Exactly. No, but yeah, that's yeah, it's but it's funny because that's what I feel when I listen to music like I don't know, Slayer, this kind of music. It's the music that makes me I don't know, yeah, want to break thing and go crazy, and it's a way to evacuate all the stress and all the anything you have inside you. You can just throw it out while listening to this music, and that's the best part of metal. It's like it's like a therapist, but cheaper.
Exactly. And that's something a lot of society doesn't understand is how metal can be therapeutic.
Mm, yeah.
Well, whenever, you're feeling down, depressed, or you're angry about something, or tired, you can always put on metal, and to me, it rejuvenates me. It motivates me. It makes me want to get up, and it makes me feel better.
True, exactly.
It's a lot like medicine, natural medicine.
Like I said, it's a therapist, but cheaper. Psychologist, but still cheaper. You don't have to pay by the hour.
Exactly. Well, I want to throw these out again. You can find Dead Cowboys Sluts on Facebook. They have a page, Dead Cowboys Sluts. You can go to their main website, which is www.deadcowboysluts.com. Anyone wanting to maybe review or interview that's listening in, their press contact is info.music@m-o-music.com. And anyone wanting to book Dead Cowboy Sluts, you can hit up the booking agent at deadcowboysluts@gmail.com.
And you have the YouTube channel if you want to.
That's true. You can also look up Dead Cowboy Sluts on YouTube and enjoy the cola bombs.
Yeah.
And don't forget, people, they're going to be making a new one for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you have a challenge. They want video responses from fans and listeners out there. They want to see you having your own fun with the cola bombs as long as you're of age.
Exactly.
So
No
don't
problem.
be stupid. Don't be out there being 16 years old and think you're going to get away with it. We'll call your mom.
We're coming for you if you're underage.
We're going to have a big belt. We're going to spank you.
Exactly.
Well, Pierre, I'm going to go ahead and I guess wrap this one up. I wanted to say thank you to you, Ben, Matthew, Morgan, and Guillaume for coming on the show. And
thank you.
And
Thanks.
oh, you guys are very welcome. And letting us know, about Dead Cowboy Sluts and about metal scene in France and what you guys are doing and the music and everything. And if you ever want to be back on the show, just let us know. I'd love to have you guys back on. You're part of the Brutiful metal family now.
It would be a pleasure, and thank you for having us. It was really fun, and we had a great time. And now we're gonna have a party for our guitarist's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
So
everyone out there, today is Matthew's birthday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Matthew! And in fact, the girls earlier sang happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will be I'll have that recorded.
We want to hear that.
I will cut it out and I will send it to you.
Yeah. This is gonna be awesome.
In fact,
we'll post it.
we'll
Post it.
whenever we finish, I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out then, and I'll post it up on your page.
Yeah, thank you. That would be awesome. Thank you.
Now, hang on the line for me for a few.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put up some more of your tunes. Let's see. I think we have 5 more left. I'm waiting for this program to catch up with me. Let's see. Yes, we have This Hate.
Yeah.
Gates of Perdition, which I love that song.
Yeah, it's the interlude.
We have Skull Crusher.
Yeah.
The whole name's not popping out on that. There it is.
This is the end of death.
Yeah.
I know. We have life death, and it's painful intervening period.
Yep.
The big name.
We have The Hand of Death, Part 1 and Part 2, and then we have Backdraft.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play all these for you guys, and we're gonna follow that up with more metal all day, like we always do. So this is the Bullshit with Bob show, right here on Brutiful Metal Radio, and we've been chatting with Pierre and all the other guys there and Dead Cowboys Sluts live via Skype from Paris, France.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
So thank you guys for being on the show. We love you guys, man. You guys are fucking awesome.
Ouch.
They're doing the wave back there. You can't see them. But,
The other guys are doing it too.
now hang on the line, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop up some more Dead Cowboy Sluts. So here comes your eargasm.
and diversity, and thus tolerance. Metal represents this tolerance through perfectly hostile and way of life. Certain people have created a path for themselves which they do not deserve. They permit themselves to judge and classify others, creating a hierarchy of the best, of which they think of being the elites. These pretentious people are worthy of the label they give themselves. Their conceited arrogance, conservative of what they did not even know. We need to be tolerant without forgetting to crush intolerance. Never forget your roots. Don't beat on your past. May still be in the stream or not today. You must defend your world right. Your world. Yeah, that's all. Grow, learn, and forge ahead to create your own path. This is the way for those who choose to be pariahs in a society within which they feel they don't belong to. A way to live life as you choose. And on this way, don't judge. Live your life following a path of your own making. Perhaps someday others will be inspired to follow you. We have completed descendants, just as you. Precious. A dead cowboy slut.